Would Adam realize that the being he called God was actually the devil? This isn't me just being edgy for clicks. This is from an ancient Gnostic gospel. It's the apocalypse of Adam, hidden for over 1,500 years because it was dangerous. Why? In this version, Adam eats from the tree and remembers where he came from. He uncovers a secret about us all and discovers what God really is. When he realizes the truth, everything goes to hell. This isn't just about Adam and Eve. It's also about Noah and the flood. It's about a dark deal Noah made with God to control the world. It exposes a war between light and darkness happening right now. Adam reveals a being more powerful than the Bible's God, the Illuminator. This being is so dangerous that rulers try to erase him. If Aiden felt off to you, you're onto something big. Before I tell you what Adam saw, ask Scree. Why'd he see his creator as an enemy? If Adam was right, who has the world been worshipping all this time? In 1945, near Egyptian tombs, a jar with secret books was found. Inside was the apocalypse of Adam, too subversive for the Bible. It's a secret history told by Adam after a wake-up call. Written between 50 and 150 CE, it's Adam's revelation to Seth. Gnostics, early Christians, saw the world as a prison of illusion. They believed it was ruled by a fake God, not the true one. For them, Adam and Eve's story was an escape, not disobedience. This book calls mainstream religion a cosmic scam. It's Adam's last will, leaving forbidden knowledge, not property. It reveals who God is, the flood's truth, and the Illuminator. Are you ready to hear Adam's side of the story? Imagine Adam, ancient 700 years after Eden, calling Seth. He has a secret buried in his heart for centuries. Adam says, "Listen, Seth, when God made me and Eve from earth, I went with her in glory she saw from our true un. Everything flips through. God made their bodies, not their true selves. They came from elsewhere. Eve remembered and hated this place. Eve went from paradise to a dump and knew they'd fallen. She saw the one called God as a satanic being of darkness." This twist beats Luke learning Vader was his dad. Adam says, "She taught me of the eternal God, not the fake one." They were higher than the God who made them, like angels. Adam says they were above the God who created their bodies. How can a creation top its creator? It's about their bodies only. They weren't just dirt. They were divine light from a higher realm. This creator was lesser, trapping them in material forms. When they started to see this, the false god freaked out. Adam says, "Then God divided us in wrath, tore us apart." They were one being, not male or female, a divine unity. He ripped them apart, physically and spiritually, to weaken them. Adam says, "We became two uns, lost our divine glory." Their knowledge of the true God was stolen, and they forgot. Once they forgot, they became slaves to the false god. Adam says, "We served him in fear and slavery, not love." This god was a dictator, not a caring father, controlling them. He wanted them to think they were nothing, and it worked. Adam says, "We learned about dead things like men." Dead things mean the material world, not the divine one. That's what the false god wanted: focus on the finite. He hid their divinity to keep them asleep and harmless. Adam told Seth this truth to wake us all up too. Seth might have thought, "Dad, this isn't what I heard." Adam says, "It gets worse. Wait for the good part." He was trapped in ignorance for centuries, serving in fear. Then one day, he saw three beings beyond this world's God. Adam says, "I couldn't recognize them. They weren't from him. They were messengers from the true realm of light. They said, 'Arise, Adam, from the sleep of death. Hear about the un and the seed from you and Eve.' They woke Adam, saying he'd been fooled by a con artist. Adam and Eve had a spiritual trip, seeing reality's fake. The beings hinted at Seth, a future key figure. Adam to Evie? Did you see those glowing people too? Eve of yes, our boss is a fraud and a jerk. Adam now knew this god was a lower pretender. They couldn't escape, so they hid the truth for Seth. The false god appeared, saying, "I'm your creator, Adam." He gaslit Adam to stop him from waking up fully. This god's fear showed he wasn't the real creator. Later, Adam and Eve had Cain, Abel, then Seth. Seth's line holds secret knowledge, maybe in you too. In his old age, Adam told Seth the shocking truth. Seth learned a secret so dangerous it was hidden. This is Adam's apocalypser, a revealing, not destruction. It's Adam's true story and a wild prophecy. The flood and Noah aren't what you think. You were taught the flood was for sin, but no. Adam says it targeted Seth's line to kill knowledge. The false god wanted a planet of slaves, not sinners. Adam's reign will destroy those with my knowledge. They were strangers to him, waking up to divinity. It was a war on those with Adam and Eve's spark. Noah was spared, but he's no hero in this tale. He made a deal with the devil for control. God said, "I'll give you the earth, Noah to rule." But it was a contract to keep humanity enslaved. Noah agreed to serve in fear and slavery forever. He divided the earth, telling his sons to serve too. This world order sounds like today's fear-driven one. But not all died. Some defied the flood with knowledge. Angels from the true realm saved them in light clouds. The false god's plan failed. Seth's line survived. He thought Noah's kin served him, but some woke up. He accused Noah of breaking the deal with new kin. Noah denied it, saying, "It's not from me or my sons." Those with knowledge lived in a holy city for 600 years. The false god hated them as the truth spread. 400,000 of Noah's kin joined the enlightened ones. This revolt threatened the false god's kingdom. A war broke out for humanity's future, ignorance vs. truth. The false god and his rulers acted fast to stop it. Noah's sons formed 12 kingdoms under this god's rule. But some escaped to a higher knowledge kingdom. They challenged the false god, whose name Sakla. Sakla means fool. He's not all-knowing, just ignorant. His followers panicked, asking about the 400,000 rebels. They overturned Sakla's power, undoing his system. Sakla's minions begged for a new plan as humans broke free. Sakla turned to fire and brimstone to burn the resistance. This echoes Sodom and Gomorrah's fate in the Bible. Gnostic texts call Sodom a holy city Sakla destroyed. Fire failed like water, light clouds saved the enlightened. Uns like Abraxas, more powerful than Sakla, rescued them. They took the knowers to safety in eternal realms. Flood failed, fire failed, Sakla's score is 0. The war wasn't over, the Illuminator was coming next. Adam says the Illuminator will save us from Sakla's chaos. He'll plant trees of knowledge in great glory. Not one tree, but a forest to redeem souls. Those with eternal knowledge in their hearts won't perish. Sakla's kingdom thrives on death. Knowledge frees us. The Illuminator proves we're from a true light realm. He'll scorn Sakla with signs and wonders, cracking the system. Sakla panics, saying, "Who's this man higher than me?" He'll unleash wrath, but truth can't be destroyed. The Illuminator's glory will dwell in enlightened humans. Sakla can't see it, it's in us, not one person. His minions rage, punishing the flesh, but truth lives. Sakla's angels and followers doubt his true God claim. They ask, where'd the Illuminator come from? They wonder if they're the bad guys after all. The 12 kingdoms tried to rewrite the Illuminator's story. One said, he's from heaven, claiming him as theirs. Another said he's a prophet's son. The third said virgin born. This hints at Jesus, but Gnostics don't confirm it. Others say he's from the sea or divine flowers. Wild tales. These myths confuse his true origin and message. It's misinformation, like today's mixed-up religions. A kingless group of enlightened souls knew the truth. They said the Illuminator came from a great Un of light. He made their generation shine, free from dark rulers. Sakla tried to blind them with a dark cloud of ignorance. Too late. People saw the truth and praised the enlightened. They envied those who'd live forever with angels. The awakened escaped death by regaining their souls. They saw they'd served Sakla in ignorance, not truth. They realized their souls were doomed without knowledge. We're at this split now, awake or clinging to lies. This story hides deep symbolism and secrets for us. Gnostics flipped creation. The creator's the villain. It's not literal, it's a coded message about us. Adam and Eve's split mirrors are inner opposites. Seth unites them, showing we can awaken within. Sakla's our ego, the true God's our higher self. The Illuminator sparks enlightenment in our minds. True knowledge isn't written. It's on a high mountain. It's eternal inside you, not in any book. Truth isn't literal. Look within to find it.